How you doing, folks? It's Joe Value here for Cold Bear Sports on Tuesday night with three selections for tomorrow. One horse that might win, another horse that should win, and the last horse will win, I would imagine. Prices are not too bad, I don't think. So get on to them now in a second. Obviously today, fantastic day. Paddy's on fire there on the YouTube, 3 out of 3, and my selection on the service won really well as well. They're at Wolverhampton Knights, King's Night, yeah, won very easily. 11-4 this morning, looked way too big, and it was heavily supported, I suppose, all through the morning and the day, and ended up maybe 11-8, 6-4, something like that. And to be fair, the race was all over after a few furlongs, I thought, when the horse was making running for us, and we were just sitting second, bar something extraordinary. I knew that he'd have way too much for the opposition, so that was fantastic. Obviously, Paddy absolutely flying for the YouTube channel. Three winners yesterday, three winners today, 3 out of 3 today. Fantastic stuff. But it's nothing new to us, in fairness. And it's the type of results we're getting now we expect. So. Once we keep that going, that's the main thing, So we're not flashes in the pans. Just kind of keep driving on and keep digging out the winners for you to enjoy. Okay, so going on to tomorrow in the 1:30 at Ludlow. Paddy probably having a bit of a chuckle to himself when he sees this one. Kakamora. We went from one time on the service and he let us down, but. I think this is the first time he really has his ground. It's going to be rattling fast ground tomorrow, I'd say, in Ludlow. It's good at the moment. We're getting a drop of rain as we speak, but when that finishes up, probably in about half an hour, there's no more rain forecast at all. So I'm sure that the ground will be on the fast side, and this is what this horse needs. He showed that in the Perth Festival last year when he was very impressive, and back on this type ground, he's a real smooth traveller. He's kind of a daisy clipper action on him, his stride, daisy clipper as they call it. He can't walk on soft ground, to be fair. No, we didn't go for him on soft ground. It was kind of good to soft when we were giving him a chance there one day. But this is really top of the ground horse, and that's what he's getting tomorrow. He's priced up in between 7-2 and 4-1. I think the green book he goes 15-4. Why we won't go 4-1? It's beyond me to come up with these fancy prices, but sure, that's their business. And look, I think Kakamora, Johnny Burke riding really well, rode another winner this evening. I like the fact that there's a horse in a name by the name of Curl in this who likes to go forward, and he just like a good lead into the race. And I don't really like the favourite Red Happy. I tipped him up a good while ago. And he's won his last 3 races. That's fair enough. But I don't know. He's after turning inside out. Would he be good enough to beat Kakamora, giving him £10? I don't know. Remains to be seen. But I definitely want to take on the favourite, and I'll take him on with this Kakamora. So moving on to that's the one that might win. Moving on to the one that should win. 325 at Catterick. Horse by the name of Beluga Gold has had a few chances, to be fair. But well enough thought of, and I think Connection couldn't really believe that this horse got beat last time, and I think Jason Hart, the jockey who rides again tomorrow, I think he thought he kind of had the race sewn up a bit, and it looked all over at one stage, there's no doubt about it. But just a first time out horse for Adrian Keatley, came and done him on the line. So he gets another chance tomorrow. This is probably a bit better of a race, to be fair, but he's a bit better of a price as well, I suppose. It's not a way of looking at it. And they're giving a bit of rain. He goes on a bit of cut in the ground, and that's not guaranteed for some of his opposition. So I'm happy enough to go along with Beluga Gold in the 325 there, Catterick tomorrow. And also my final selection, and this probably will win. It's Mr. Tambourine Man, trained by David Pipe. Tom Marquand takes the ride. It's running the 740 at Salisbury. Martin Pipe, David's father, was a master at this. He'd get the horse really well handicapped over hurdles, and he'd kind of pot hunt. He'd mix it up between the flash and over hurdles, and he'd run up a sequence, and I can see this horse definitely. He's very, very strong at the finish last time at Exeter. Won with any amount in hand. Will definitely run up a sequence, and off this kind of a weight tomorrow and this type of race tomorrow. I think he'll bolt up, to be honest, which is the 740 at Salisbury. Now the price has gone a fair bit, to be fair. I think it's even around even money now. 11 to 10 was 7 to 4 earlier on. Might have been a bit better in places, but still no. Look, it's winners you're after, and I think I'd be disappointed if this is a win. That's Mr. Tambourine Man in the 740 at Salisbury. So if you enjoyed that day today, smash the old like button, subscribe to the channel, get the word around, because, as I said before, we'll do the hard work so you don't have to. Joe Value for Cold Bear Sports. Talk to you during the week. God bless.